lipstick on you.
Thank you so much.
I'm so glad I didn't wear that today, because that was the other thing I brought.
I'm so disappointed that you didn't wear this today.
You just got back from Cannes.
Yeah.
Was it your first time going, or had you been before?
I had not been before. Yeah, it was
overwhelming?
Very cool. You would think so, yeah. It was sort of, the idea of it was overwhelming before we got there, and then I was with such a great, I mean, I felt so, I could stand so tall with who I was with. It was like, usually I black out completely on a red carpet.
But you sort of went for it.
Yeah, I was so there. It was awesome.
And then were there lots of fantastic parties that you get glammed up for?
We had a party after the premiere. That was fun, because I don't get to see those guys too often.
And did you, because there's a fascinating thing I was noticing about you here in this,
this is the single best
Us Weekly, which to me is the Bible. Okay, so I believe everything I read in this magazine.
Cool. Yeah, that's good. Everyone else, you should too.
I've noticed this trend, and I think on you, it's adorable. On you. You wear high heels walking the red carpet, but then you change into sneakers with your formal wear afterwards. Can you see that? Can we zoom in? Here, I'll bring it to you since we can't zoom in.
Where do you carry those?
Yeah.
Like, if you're on the red carpet, do you have someone carrying those, or are those like in a bag of some kind?
I've got someone carrying them. I'm just trying to be different, just trying to be cool.
That's my goal in life. I need to get to a point where I can have someone carrying an extra pair of shoes for me when I'm going someplace.
I just think it's great because after you sit down for a while, your feet just start to swell, and it feels so uncomfortable to get up and walk on those heels, and it must feel so good to just be comfortable.
I can get around to so many more of these guys. Like, it's...
Wait, did you see them? Every time you turn around and look at them, they burst into tears. That is so, it's so great and upsetting.
All right, so here's the question. You are number 15 on the Maxim 100 hot list, and I have already said this morning, no, we have to launch an inquiry. There's no way in the world there are 14 hotter women in the world than you. This is my personal opinion.
Very upset. He's launching an inquiry with the people in
I'm going to put together a committee to look into this. Kelly, I'd like you to chair this committee.
Yes, I will chair the committee.
And we're going to have to knock 5 or 6 of these women right out. What do you think?
I'm down. I'm so with you.
Now, who do you think is less hot than you? Just kidding.
This is fun.
Just jokes. Listen, we have to take a commercial break. We're going to find out why sweet Kristen Stewart punched her co-star Chris Hemsworth on the set of Snow White and the Huntsman.
Still ahead on Live from Saturday Night Live, comedian Bill Hader.
During the commercial break, Kristen Stewart is so lovely and signed autographs for everyone, and she's such a sweet girl, and I can't understand what would force you to punch that lovely Chris Hemsworth. How did that happen?
He's too pretty.
He's too pretty.
That's what happens. Plus, you get too close, and it's
right. But was it an accidental punching?
Yes.
Is there more to the story than that?
I mean, actually, to be honest, no. It was, he was in the middle of his close-up, and he was doing a really great job. I was very into what he was doing. I wasn't even in the shot. I didn't want to mess with him. I didn't want to tell him, hey, you're getting a little too close. I'm not going to be able to slip my fist in between your face and my face. And so I just thought, pop him one, and he'll really react.
How did he react?
He cried.
Because, I mean, the man is Thor. I have to believe that if he's Thor, he can take one small punch in the jaw.
I thought you were like, the man is 4. I was like, he's older than that.
Well, you know, it's interesting because you have gone the opposite direction for my daughter. My daughter started with Snow White, then she went on to Twilight. You started with Twilight, and now you're Snow White.
That's right.
Very
That's
true.
That's really funny.
So how did they select you? You don't have to audition for roles anymore, right? You just get offered parts.
I love fighting for a part. That's like it feels good. It feels I don't know. Suddenly, like, you don't have to prove yourself when you get there. You've already sort of, you know.
Right.
I don't know. It's a good process. So no, I really like being chosen for, you know, the right reasons. I hate the idea of just being given something because...
But when I think of you as an actor, and I think of Snow White, you would come to my mind. If I was a casting director, you would be probably the first thought that popped into my head, especially playing against the evil queen of Charlize Theron. You have such a nice thing with each other. I think you're
very different, yeah.
No, but you would be tough enough to take her on in that sweet and gentle way.
Damn right.
That's right.
Did you punch her at all during the filming of this?
No, other things. No. No, Charlize and I definitely, like, we have that very, we're very different. Her energy is so right here all the time, and she's awesome, and I'm like a little bit more back here.
Right.
And it was kind of perfect because we really push each other, and I want to impress her more than anything. I stand on my tiptoes around her. Like, I love her.
Yeah. Well, let's take a look at a scene here. In this scene, you reveal who you really are to the 7 dwarves. Take a look.
You should chop them up and feed them to the wolves.
Yeah.
Who is she?
She's worth a lot of gold to me, which I'm happy to share with you stupid little dwarves.
Gold is worth nothing to any of you if you're all dead. The Queen's men hunt us. They're very close.
Shut up.
You have love for the Queen.
Oh, we have no love for the Queen.
Then you fight against her.
No one fights against the Queen.
We lost everything when the king died.
We fight only for ourselves.
Yes.
My father was King Magnus.
You? Does she speak the truth?
Yes. She is of the blood. She is destined, Beath. I see an end to the darkness.
You know how you know you're pretty?
Yeah.
I'll tell you how you know you're pretty. When you hang upside down and you still look pretty. That's when you know you're pretty. It's Snow White and the Huntsman. It opens tomorrow. Kristen Stewart, everybody. Coming up next, Bill Hader. Don't go away. So great to see you.
Tomorrow on Live, Kristen